Yeah, I think, of course, Baldwin's attorneys are going to argue endlessly that he had no reason to believe there was a bullet there. He's not an armorer. He doesn't really know guns. He's an actor. He relied on the people hired to carry out those functions, including the assistant AD, the first AD, and the armorer, both of whom have already been convicted. We know they did it wrong. So, yeah, Kerry Morrissey is a very good lawyer. Baldwin's lawyers. I hate to say it because on his profile, he served in the New Mexico National Guard. Apparently, he was a AUSA, assistant U.S. attorney, for 5 years. That's a big position. I've never been an assistant U.S. attorney. I've never been in the National Guard. I assume he was a JAG. That would only make sense. But unfortunately for Alec Baldwin, he's got a problem because they've had unintentional shootings before in New Mexico, and they have case law, appellate court decision saying it doesn't matter who loaded the gun. It doesn't matter. All that matters is who was holding it and pointed it at another person, and the gun discharged. It doesn't matter if that person loaded it or anybody else loaded it. There was obviously a live round in the gun because it went off. That's the responsibility of the person holding the gun. Doesn't matter how the live round got in there. So that's going to be a big problem for Baldwin. Now, of course, his best defense he threw away in his interrogation. His best defense was there was actually a non-functional, or I should say non-firing replica of his pistol on set. This Denix replica. It functions the same. You cock it, the cylinder turns, you can drop the hammer with the trigger. You can load it with ammo, but it can't fire a round. And if that shot had gone off and Alec Baldwin had immediately or soon thereafter, like in his police interview, said that day, said, listen, I had no idea I was holding a live gun in my hand, a real gun in my hand. I thought that was the Denix replica, incapable of firing a round. I had no idea I was pointing the muzzle of an actual firearm at anybody, much less Helena Hutchins. That would have been an absolute defense because the replica was on set. They look physically identical, those two guns. But he didn't say that. And if you think it's a replica, there's no reason to check it for ammo because it can't fire ammo. If you have good reason to believe it's a replica. It wasn't a filming scene. It was a practice scene. But he threw that away. And halfway through his interrogation with police, he goes, no, these are all real guns, you know. trying to impress the detectives, especially, I guess, Detective Alexandra Fish Lips Hooters Hancock.